All right. As you can tell, we have some rain, and yeah, this is winter. This is winter here, and as you can see, we're in slushy mud. Anyway, we're back to it. We're gonna shave more on this side. Again, I gotta, as you can see, here's where I want to focus. Trim it down a bit. We gotta trim this side a little bit more, flatten it out, and well, let's just get right into it. In there real careful. I don't want to chip too much. And I'll come in and show you in a minute how it looks a little bit close. Well, you can kind of see. We're just trying to even it out. See? Just like that. And then we'll do the same on the original side. Sit back down here. Straight, it's straight. Okay. I'm sure if we're getting the camera work better and better. Slowly. You gotta bear with me on that. We're learning. It's a whole YouTube thing. But I figure YouTube is where it's at. Now let me see if I can get up close a little bit so you can see closer up how it looks when the wood gets chipped. It's real pleasant. Let's see, this would be a good angle. See if you can see it. And I've also, sometimes if you go sideways, it gives you a really nice smooth cut. Again, I get distracted on the little nicks because, no, we're still gonna, this is just a rough hew. I'm still gonna draw knife it and use a sander. I mean, I want to make this look good, but so I'm getting a little carried away doing this much with an axe. There's no need. It's so ASMR, it becomes hard not to keep going. So you have to, I think you have to like this a lot and just appreciate the sound and the feel of nature. Yeah. And just working with hand tools, it's kind of fun too. You know, I mean, if you're sitting in an office all day, it's nice to do this when you can. So I highly recommend it to everyone. It's very soothing. It really calms you. And it's good for you. It's physical activity, you know. I'm not saying anything against the gym, but this is something different. But it's very enjoyable. That's all I'm trying to say. For me. And I know there's other people who like it just as much and more. So, all kinds of people, men and women. It's not just a man game. I've seen quite a lot of women really blow my mind with their axe work. So this is everyone's game here. And it makes sense. At some point, you know, everyone used an axe in one capacity or another. Some more, some less, but everyone used it. Of course, I mean ancestrally. There's that genetic imprint memory or something, right? Mumbo jumbo. Take a peek and see if we're, oh yeah, I have to look from this side. I pop my head down and look to make sure we're level. And I mean, like I said, eyeballing it, this is pretty good. I'm happy, and I'm lucky because the the log is stationary. It's still attached to the root mass when it kind of keeled over. So this is an easy hew. I've hewed some other logs, and those were freestanding, you know, and before you get them into this shape, they'll start rolling on you. It takes a bit of finesse to learn how to keep them stationary. I have a log that's down, and maybe coming up soon here, once we get a little bit more done on this, we'll go hew that, and that should be fun because that's a freestanding log and it's huge. That tree was at least 35 feet, 40 feet, and it barber chaired when it fell on its own. It split in half about 10 feet up in the air. I'll show you. And it got caught in another tree. So it was hanging in another tree, in a post oak that I have out there. And I took that apart with a pole saw because I didn't want to drop the post oak. I wanted to keep that. And so I was able to piecemeal, and it was a tree like this. I think this is a poplar of some kind. Anyway, it was a tree like this. They grow all over here. It's a softwood tree. And I got it down. I was able to use the pole saw to get all the branches off. And then I used an axe to cut the actual base where it barber chaired. And I got it down. Unfortunately, I did not film that. But since then, I've wisened up to film some of these adventures. So everybody can see and have a laugh. Anyway, back to it. I think I've rested enough as I chit-chatted. But yeah, we'll, maybe in a week or so, we'll go and hew that log. That should be fun. Like I said, I'm not trying to go for perfection by any means. You can tell there's no perfection here. But I try to get it as close to where it's as smooth as I can for the draw knife. Because I'll tell you, that draw knife tool, you know, oh, that works your arms like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, you want to be as smooth as possible for that tool. We'll keep leveling it off here. Keep shaving. Look at that. Look at these shavings here. That's beautiful. Wood is so relaxing. It really is. To me, it's as relaxing as painting. I also enjoy painting a lot. And it's right up there. Much less physically intense though, painting is. Well, I guess it depends what kind of painting you're into. I don't know. Could be wrong. Right, Pollock had all sorts of buckets and everything, so I mean that was pretty physically intense. Sometimes I ramble too much. Come back there on that side. And see, this is, I'll say this much, my favorite axe, Fiskars. This, no question. I can do all of this with this axe. Yeah, this is pretty. It sounds real. Look, the sound is, that's the sound that, I mean, it's like fine crystal. But this is light in your hand. You can work all day with this. All day you can work with it. I never have to worry about it dislodging. No. I have this one too. And again, it's pretty. It's real pretty. I like it. But no. No, this the Finns have really made an amazing product in this axe. Oh, it's phenomenal. I can't say better things about this axe. It's superb for its price point. I argue that this is the absolute best tool you can buy at this price range, and really even slightly above it, I would argue. It's not a, you know, they have sometimes they have these fancy trucks, but you know, they don't ever really go off-road. It's sort of like with the axes. Some of these axes, they're real fancy, but no one really does any real work with them. Oh, this. Oh, no, this is a workhorse. Yeah, it's not hanging on a wall. That's for sure. And I appreciate it for that. And you know, I don't feel bad if it scrapes, if it scratches. There's no hard feelings. I mean, it was 50 bucks. It's not pennies, but this isn't like a $200 axe either. So I love it. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. Just a beautiful tool. My second favorite is this one. This I got from Ukraine. It's an old Soviet axe. You can still tell it was made in the 50s. And oh, this is phenomenal too. Beautiful sound. I modified the handle to fit my hand better, but beautiful. But it's kind of heavy, so it will wear you out more. And again, this type of axe, I said it yesterday, it's sort of like that jack of all trades type of deal, master of none. It will do pretty much everything, but you're not gonna make phenomenal work with this axe. It's not gonna. You can't compare it to a hewing axe, to a beard axe. You know, you can't compare it to specifically a chopper. It's a jack of all trades. I love it. He's a beautiful sound. And very durable, very rough. Hardly ever have to sharpen it. It's made for durability, that's no question. I believe that was right around the Stalin time. And so that's when, I guess if you were to say anything of quality was produced in the Soviet Union, because everybody was terrified that if they slacked off or if something was not adding up, they'd be sent to gulags and their families. So things from that era, from the Soviet Union, usually are of better quality. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're terrified for your well-being, you'll do a better job. Let's not get any ideas for anyone here, okay? In terms of boosting productivity. Uh-oh, I hear little buddy. What's he got out there? Oh, it looks good. Looks good. You know, when it rings like that, it lets you know you made a mistake. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're definitely coming along. We're getting better. Let's see if I can show it. So as you can see, they're all pretty smooth. Let me center it for y'all. All right. Let's see. I think on the top we're getting a little bit better. We've definitely made good improvement on the back part. Slowly like this, you keep inching towards the base. So you kind of work in stages. So the most amount, clearly, I'm taking off there. So when I get worn out, when my arms get tired with the axe up here, I grab the Fiskars and I take off the big parts of the tree. And then I get back to this. This is like middle of the road, you know? This is the fine part. This is when I shave it. And believe it or not, this is the hardest on your hands and on your forearms, man. Oh, talk about a workout on your forearms. This is it. Yeah, because that's very tedious to smooth it out. Yeah, without a question, in my opinion, to me. And by no means am I'm not a strong man. Yeah. This definitely helps you get in shape, man. And I feel like you have fun doing this. think I'm gonna pause because I'm afraid to get the file too big, because then it will be much harder to edit and upload. This is something I'll resolve in the next week or two, by the way. And we'll do a live at some point also, so you can just see this live. And then we don't have to worry about space. But to be continued.